So here is our breakfast for this morning. It's like a fry bread. I cracked an egg on the top of it. Say hello to Hua Hua. Hi, Hua Hua. Say hello to the camera. You have anything you want to say? And here's my son. He just woke up. What are you going to have for breakfast? Wow.
Come to the kitchen.
And this is my wife.
What are you doing?
Here's my wife. She really didn't want to be shown, but she's having an apple for breakfast. So here is our home. The kitchen there has the metal roof, so in the rain it gets noisy in there. Basketball. Probably not good to have those outdoors. There's a third one over there. Fish pond. A couple fish in there still. There's one. Hey, buddy. My son and I play pretty much every day. He's gotten pretty good. He still has only beat me twice, though. Thought as I come into my card room here, let me just focus on this, because Dwayne, this one's for you. You've been wanting to see what this was in the background for a long time. I bought this at a Goodwill in the US, and it, like, years and years ago, and it keeps following me around everywhere I go. I just love it. So this is where I tend to do a lot of my work, you know, whether it's music related, whether it's card related. That's just some comments. I can show you this one real quick. I have a new PC going on of former NBA players in their Chinese uniforms. This one is numbered out of 25. New little PC of those going. Here's another one. Most of these are common cards I just put here for now until I organize them somewhere. It's an OJ Mayo, numbered out of 100. Also in his Chinese Basketball Association uniform. So I have a little PC of those going, and I think I mentioned before I'm getting together I'm trying to put together the full set of veterans of the base Asia rookie one. So, you know, this is as I get stuff, and I haven't yet organized them away into some place. They just sit in piles. And then I always have a couple boxes over here of stuff getting ready to go to ComC. These three are getting ready to go to ComC. I'm gonna keep this one, I believe. This is a Bill Walton auto and a BGS slab. Thinking that once I set up my kind of studio space for the YouTube, I'm going to put this one as one of my background pieces. Got these two boxes that are unopened. This one also just came, by the way. This is Anthony Edwards Optic Playing the Numbers Game. It's a variation rookie. Got these two boxes I haven't opened yet, so I'll go through that later. Oh, this is kind of interesting story. This is a phone I won for free, but since I'm moving back to the US, Huawei is not a very useful phone to have in the US because of the whole Huawei US fiasco. So I'm actually selling this to my sister-in-law because it's a really good phone. It's the best Huawei phone. But I'm going to sell that one to my sister-in-law. I won it, you know, I don't know if you guys saw I made a song about my wife's hometown here and actually submitted it to a contest in Yunnan, of like a video making contest for people making videos about, you know, their life in Yunnan province, the province I live in, and I ended up getting first place.
Whatever plans I got may flop, you never know, but I've got what I need, like a flower on the Wenhai meadow when the water recedes. My pen flies like a petal lifted by the breeze, and I'm sifting through the trees as I revel in the scenes that surround me. Please, it's astounding, such a bounty just to be around these mountains and the sounds of the life people lead. To me, the Nashi are like a second family, and from Shashi to Li Ming, from Shirgu to Lu Gu Hu to the Hu Tao Sha, I live like I'm dreaming. I live like I'm dreaming, yeah, like I'm dreaming, yeah.
And I won this, which is quite nice because this is like I don't know, $750 phone, something like that. And I got it from a song that I put together in an hour and a half, so not bad at all. Average morning when I wake up after I got ready, I would actually be doing homeschool with my kids for the first couple hours, but today's Saturday, so they don't have that, so I'm going to be working on my master's degree. I am in my very last class, taking this one's ethical leadership. It's for a master's degree in educational leadership education, cultivating ethics in a world of change. So that's what I am about to do. Let's open up these two packages, see what we've got in our most recent mail day for this video. I don't really know what's in here, so this is kind of exciting, fun. I'm not gonna share with you how much I paid for anything or whatever, because I don't have that here with me at the moment. So This is not a mail day kind of video. This is just showing you a day in the life. Oop, open back there. Okay, I've bought a bunch from this guy in the past. What is that? Weird. Nice. Looks like it's pretty well packaged. I don't know what that is. Dog hair? I don't know what that's about, but let me see. Cool. Got a Joel Embiid rookie on the top there. Let me push this off to the side. Start with this one. Yeah, quite a few cards. So if you've watched my mail day videos, you know I tend to buy a lot from one seller and then have, saves me on shipping. I only pay $3 shipping for, this many cards. So definitely the way to go. Very cool. So look at that. Joel Embiid, Court Kings, new aesthetic rookie. Got some of these Asia ones. Let's see. Always get a lot of Asia exclusive stuff. Precious Achua. This is the Asia Red. Tyler Bay. Oop. And RJ Hampton. So not big names, but I'm pretty sure this is the first card I bought from this, if I remember right. And then I went in and saw what else this guy had and bid. On cards like this, it was probably part of a lot. I probably paid for these two cards together. Oh yeah, it included a Tyrese Halliburton. But I think I paid like 50 cents or 75 cents for those two together. So that's what, the lower end cards, that's their context. Tyrese Maxey, Sadiq Bey, Trey Jones, Isaiah Stewart. So this was also a lot. I remember that as a lot that I got for, I think, $2, $2 or $2.50 for all of those together. Here is some more. Usually when they're packaged together like this, it means that it was a lot. I think the seller oftentimes packages his lots together and then just puts them together into one shipment. Davion Mitchell, Fractal, a couple of these. Suggs, Greg Brown. Is that a numbered one? Got a choice on top here. Let's see what's in the other one. Franz Wagner choice. Oh, there's a few here in this lot. Franz Wagner. So that was definitely a Franz Wagner lot. I think this was a good steal of a deal right there. This is cool. Cade Cunningham, Recon, and Maneuvers. Ooh, looks like that's an individual card, but there's several in this one. Oh, no, there's just one. Okay. Then we've got small lot here, some Court Kings. Jalen Johnson, Chris Duarte. I think Chris Duarte was the one I was aiming for here. Cheap lot. Evan Mobley. Ooh, that's also a lot. This was a lot of lots. A lot of low-end lots in this one. A couple Evan Mobleys. Got a Ja Morant rookie. Status. Got a Dream Team Chris Mullin game used jersey out of 600. I'm actually even considering trying to put together this set because I actually saw the Dream Team play when I was like 11 years old. They played an exhibition game in my hometown at the University of Oregon's basketball court against, I think it was Argentina or Chile. I can't remember now, but cool memory. What's this one? Oh, this was the Anthony Edwards. This is cool. That might have been the first one I bought from this seller, actually. I can't remember if it's this one or the Embiid. That's probably the biggest card here. I've been slowing down on my purchasing recently, mostly because my wife asked me to, until I start making more money back from some of my purchases, because, I can buy a lot faster than I can sell. I mean, just for me, because I'm selling in the US on ComC mostly, and the process it takes for me to fill up a box, then send it all the way, and then get it put into the ComC system. That whole process takes a long time. And then when I do make money on ComC, I'm buying cards to sell back in China, and that process takes even longer. To the process of buying a card on ComC until the time I actually sell it, I have some cards that are going to be up for auction soon in China, and I bought them on ComC more than 2.5 months ago. So from buying originally to selling to then spending that money to buy new stuff and then selling it in China, by the time it actually comes back to me as money, it's been a long time. So I got to slow down on my buying until I sell more. Okay, here we go. Patrick Williams. I still got a lot of faith in that guy. Denny Optia. This is a numbered out of 99 that I got for 50 cents. Anthony Edwards. I think this is the card. These two cards were the cards I originally bought from this buyer, if I remember right. And then I went in and bid on a bunch of low stuff. A couple Anthony Edwards. Blue Wave. Lot. That's cool. I love these green floods and yellow floods from Obsidian. And the red floods just look so cool. DeMar DeRozan, Eclipse, Yellow Flood. I'm on my way to my wedding photo modeling job. On my way, it's about an hour drive. I always listen to sports card podcasts, sometimes the Wax Museum podcast, sometimes something from Bench Clear Media, whatever, maybe sports card nonsense. Probably gonna do, I'll have to see what the most recent one is from one of those that I haven't yet listened to yet. If it wasn't for this side hustle, I probably wouldn't be able to spend that much money on sports cards, just because, you know, living in semi-rural China, my regular job, you know, my wife and I have a run our own education business, and it makes enough money for survival, but we're certainly not wealthy from that. It's enough for surviving in a cheap place. So this is where I get my sports card money. I've been driving already for about half an hour, but this is a beautiful little stretch of road here, so I thought I'd safely, as safe as possible, show you some of the views here. It's too bad that it's so cloudy, because if it's not cloudy, oh man, this is pretty. If those clouds were clearing, you would see even more beauty, but this is pretty epic even right here. Just up here past this home here, which doesn't have anybody living in it, so I'm not sure what that is exactly. But there is actually I don't think you're gonna be able to see it very well, but there's a natural spring right over here. People sometimes will stop and fill up big jugs of water here. And now as we come around this corner, we're getting to get into the bumpy part of the road. So from here on out, it's like this cobblestone road, so not gonna be the best videos. Bumpy road. Apologies for the shaky camera, I'm sure here. I don't see how good my stabilizer is on this phone. But gorgeous views, gorgeous views. Getting close, coming through this last little village here. And here we approach our final destination, right where those two cars are parked. And here we are. This is where I come several times a week for my side hustle job. It took me about an hour to get here. Maybe a little bit longer this time. I was driving slower so I could get more videos. Okay, so I have finished. Now today's a unique day. I actually have two of these in the same spot. So today I actually have about an hour and a half break in between. I brought myself some snacks for that purpose. I'm gonna go sit in my car, probably look on Card Hobby for cards for sale, maybe read some articles, and then come back here. Usually I just have one. You know, it's been about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes since I recorded last. Usually I just have one and then I go back. Like 2 days ago, I had one up on a spot that required me to take a cable car to get way up to the top of the mountain. 2 weeks ago, I had my favorite one. It was Lord of the Rings themed. So I dressed up as Gandalf. Just for the photos. These aren't real. They're fake weddings just for the photo. Anyway, you know, in China, this is a huge cultural thing. You know, every single couple that's going to get married or just recently got married, usually it's just before they get married, they go to some gorgeous location. This city is famous for it, actually. And they do professional wedding photographers. They pay, I don't know how much they pay, $4,000, something like this. You know, in the US, maybe people spend tons of money on the wedding itself. In China, it's the wedding photos. So that's what this is. You know, they're hiring me to make, I guess, to make their weddings look a little more international. Beautiful location, beautiful model, and and I get paid for it. So, you know, it's a strange gig. Nothing I would have ever imagined. I did a little bit of bidding. I screen recorded at the beginning, but it was just gonna take too much battery if I kept screen recording. So I bid on a handful of, mostly some football actually this time around. Probably gonna read a book, I think, for a little bit. It's probably another, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes before I start my second gig. Much more beautiful now. A lot of the clouds have cleared. The sun is shining. Time for my second gig to begin. All right, and I am done for the day. Long day today, but mostly waiting, and pretty good pay for mostly waiting. I'm driving out to a beautiful spot. So now it's time to listen to some, I'm probably not gonna record any of the drive on the way back. I think you got enough of that on the way up, and I don't wanna have my sports card podcast be interrupted again. I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and go with Mojo Breaks podcast this time. I think I haven't listened to them in a little while, and it seems like I've caught up on all the most recent podcasts of my other most listened to, so Mojo Breaks it is. Don't have any data yet, so figured I could, since I can't listen to my podcast yet anyway, I could give you guys some views on the way back, since it's cleared, the weather's cleared a lot, so there's certain angles where the views are going to be even better this time than on the way back. I can't promise I'm going to take very many videos on the way back though, so appreciate what I'm giving you here. It's beautiful, huh? If I ever take this drive again and I have somebody else in the car with me, I might have them do better videography for you guys. Maybe I can make a YouTube short or something of just some of the best parts of this view, because it's just pretty. Oh, traffic jam. Don't know if I'm giving you a good angle. Hopefully I am. Can't see what I'm filming. And we're home. Haha. Good doggy, good doggy, good doggy, good doggy, good doggy, good doggy, good doggy.